Welcome to Today on 2. It is Friday, the 14th day of June. This is Flag Day.
That's right.
Everybody should be displaying the flag today for the 14th of June. The weather is about the same as it has been, I think, every morning except Monday. Nice, sunny, a little bit cool. Humidity's down a little bit. Let's see what we're in store for this weekend. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. The weather almanac for the 14th of June, the average high temperature is 88, the average low is 62, the record high 99 in 1953, and the record low 45 in 1995. Sunset this evening at 8 o'clock, sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:35. There's the satellite picture for our part of the country. It looks pretty good. And do we have another satellite picture, or do we have the forecast? We don't know. Okay, what, are we stuck? All right, back to us. The forecast for today will be sunny with a high today of 86, clear tonight, low of 61, sunny tomorrow with a high of 88, and a slight chance of rain on Sunday with a high of 88, Monday 88, Tuesday 86. Well, you know what the forecast is for the summer. Slight chance of rain every day with a high temperature in the upper 80s.
That's right.
That's pretty easy to figure out. Well, what goes on at Camp Coleman this week?
We've just been doing a lot of swimming, and we had Farm Day on Wednesday, so that was really fun. We went out to Chamblee Mills Farm in Hanceville, and we got to go on carriage rides and feed animals, so they really enjoyed that.
Ooh, wow. What are you going to do today?
Lots of swimming, and they always go to Yogurt Mountain on Fridays, so that's fun. We walk there, though.
Yeah.
So it's hot, but at the end, they're happy because they get their yogurt.
Do you have more youngsters on Friday than other days, or does it stay the same all week?
It stays the same all week. We have a registered number of campers that come in, and then they stay all week. So
they sign up by the week, though.
Yes,
don't they? So,
by the week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, boy, you've sure had good weather for swimming this week.
We have, yes.
And other outdoor activities. Mm-hmm. All right. This is Friday. That's Politics on Today on 2. Who's our guest today?
Revenue Commissioner Barry Willingham is with us today.
Got the tax man. The tax man is with us today. The political panel is here, and we will continue with our show, give away our prizes, or try to give away our prizes for today right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
This part of our show, we have some prizes we sure would like to give away. Let's see what our prizes are for today. Coffee from Gelato Joe's in the Warehouse District. KSW colored salt, which is also available at Gelato Joe's and Rumor's Deli. and 2 of those gigantic cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery. Those are the Friday prizes. Let's look at our ads. We'll ask you a question, of course, about one of these ads, starting with Renard's Gallery and Gifts, an art gallery, but much, much more than that. It's also, they have jewelry, they have gift items, clothing items, and custom framing at Renard's Gallery and Gifts.
At Brown & Company Beverages, they're a specialty wine and beer store. They have a beer cave, barware, and specialty items, and a large variety of domestics and imports. That's at Brown & Company Beverages.
Mad Dog Mike's famous barbecue and country cooking is located inside the Berlin Quick Stop on Highway 278. They do catering, but they also, you can stop by and get sandwich plates and ribs.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, they're the Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing, and he's now offering suits made to your measurements. He has business men's regular tall sizes and also big and tall sizes.
Uniform Place has items head to toe for summer. Landau uniforms, Allegria shoes, all available at Uniform Place, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast.
And the Tin Shop Heating and Cooling, they're ready to roll with a $39.99 service call special through the month of June. They're residential air conditioning, commercial refrigeration coolers, and they're located in Coleman.
Yates Chance Christian Bookstore says, God bless all the fathers. They have Amish knives, Alabama and Auburn frame prints, camouflage Bibles, Duck Dynasty books, DVs and books.
And Tires for Less is more than just tires. They offer oil changes, minor engine repairs, and shocks and brakes repairs. Come and see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less. They're on 2nd Avenue, just past 157.
And Earl's Body Shop has both local and long distance and towing. Earl's Body Shop is on Highway 31 North, right next to Tires for Less.
And diabetic shoes now available at Gordon Family Pharmacy. This is the Dr. Comfort brand, and it's the finest quality diabetic footwear, period. If you have any questions about this, you can give Gordon Family Pharmacy a call at 734-7535.
There we go with some of our merchant ads. 2 of those ads we talked about, the businesses are neighbors, and they are located on Highway 31 North. Tell us, what are the names of the 2 businesses? They don't exactly sit side by side, but they're pretty close to each other in the same neighborhood. Tell us the name of those 2 businesses, and you receive the coffee from Gelato Joe's, the KSW colored salt, and 2 cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery. 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. Tell us which 2 businesses are neighbors on Highway 31 North. Let's check a quick look at the weather forecast for today. Sunny today, a high of 86. Clear tonight, low of 61. Sunny again tomorrow with a high near 88. Do we have any phone calls for today? Tell us which businesses sit side by side. Everybody's just staring at me, so evidently we don't. So let's look at the rest of our ads. For the bride, from classic to modern, quality fit for a queen, that's why you shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers on Compass Way in Southwest Coleman.
And Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are welcome and gift certificates are available. She has used books that are half price every day, and new books are 20% off every day. That's Deb's Bookstore.
Brown & Company Beverage Specialty Wine and Beer Store, and they have some Father's Day specials. You may want to stop by today or tomorrow, located on Highway 157.
And day passes are available at the Wellness and Aquatic Center. Fitness opportunities available there. And they have a full fitness center so you can get in shape for the summer.
Baldwin Counseling Center, Dr. Howard Rogers can help you with weight loss, individual and family counseling, lifestyle coaching. Call for an appointment today at 256-737-3087.
Autotech Foreign and Domestic Repair and Service. See David Method at his new location in Vinemont, Alabama, beside Ridgecrest Community Church.
S'mores is the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen. You get graham crackers, you get chocolate, you get gooey marshmallow, all put together in the blizzard of the month, the s'mores.
And Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop.
And Night Free Insurance, located on 1st Avenue Southeast or on the internet, night-freeinsurance.com, providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations. Those are the merchant ads for today. Let's check our birthdays and see who has a birthday, starting with the 14th of June.
John Harville celebrates a birthday on this Friday, and on Saturday, Keith White, Leonard Stallings, and Jesse Stallings celebrate, and on Sunday, Destiny Sellers celebrates a birthday. So happy birthday to you all. Now it's time to draw for our ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Okay, let's see who our weekly winner is, and it will be Jeremy Howard, and Jeremy's birthday was earlier this week, maybe yesterday, something like that. And let's see, we will continue and give you our community billboards for the week and a look at the weather forecast.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And the Coca-Cola Summer Concert Series is held at the Recognition Gardens at Heritage Park on Tuesday nights at 6:30. On June 25th, Desperation Band will be playing. And the Coleman First Congregational Methodist Church Summer Revival will be tonight through Friday, and that will be Sunday night at 5 p.m. Day services at 10 a.m. and night services are at 7 p.m. Evangelist is Reverend Ernest Lockhart. And be the sitter that all parents and kids want. The Safe Sitter Babysitting Training courses are going on right now at CRMC. Session 1 is June 11th through 12th, and Session 2 will be July 9th and 10th. Session 3, August 13th and 14th. Call for more information. And the Coleman City and Coleman County Blood Drive will be held at Friday, June 14th from 7:30 to 5:30. This will be a city versus the county blood drive, so go out and see them and give blood. And the community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And if you would like to send us a billboard, please send it to channel2coleman@gmail.com. Fax it to 734-7680 or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
Weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. It'll be sunny today, a high of 86. Clear tonight, low of 61. Sunny again tomorrow with a high near 88.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first. At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Welcome to That's Politics. The usual lineup consists of former Representative Tom Drake to my far right, and then on his left, of course, former probate judge Tom Burleson, and our guest this morning, Mr. Barry Willingham, the Revenue Commissioner for the great county of Coleman County. Thank you, Barry.
Thank you for having me.
You know, this homestead exemption law, this had several evolutions this year, hasn't it?
It has. We've had the laws that changed from putting some income limitation on the disability to now the laws went back and went into effect immediately, and we have to have them all recertified and in the books by August 1st this year on disability exemptions, and the state adjusted gross income exemption is back on also. So we've actually had 2 law changes that's happened to us in the last 12 months on it.
Goodness. So now how does it stand for someone to qualify for an exemption?
We have an over 65 exemption that if your federal taxable income is less than $12,000, and that was an increase from $7,500, you're totally exempt from property taxes on your primary residence up to 160 acres. If you're not 65 and you're considered totally and permanently disabled, now you could have a disability that's been certified through a disability annuity or a military, that qualifies you automatically. There's no income limitations whatsoever. So if you're under 65 and you're on Medicare, that's a totally and permanent disability. You've already proven that. You already went through those steps. You don't have to prove anything else as long as you have a Medicare card. Now, if you do not have a Medicare card and you want to use 2 doctor statements, what they've done is we've not got them yet, but they've come up with an affidavit, is what I was told, that 2 doctors has to swear an affidavit stating that you're totally and permanently disabled, and one of the doctors has to be your treating physician for your disability. On the stipulation that if they swear to this affidavit and they come back to find out that it was false, the physician plus the individual has to pay back twice the amount of taxes owed plus 15% for up to 10 years of the false claim.
Wow. There are certain parties in the state of Alabama, individual groups that maybe have caused this kind of a law?
There was probably some people taking advantage of it that had connections to doctors that, my wife, she never worked, and she's got chronic back pain, so they signed off on a disability exemption and they exempted all their property. So we had quite a few properties on Smith Lake that was in the $1 million ranges that people were disabled that were exempt from property taxes.
What was it said about the military?
If you have if you're declared totally and permanently disabled from the military,
permanent and total, not just partial.
Right. It has to be permanently and total.
Yeah.
From the military, you'll be exempt from property taxes on you. And also, like if you're drawing some kind of disability annuity, that you've already went through all the steps, claiming that you're 100% totally permanently disabled. You don't have to go to see another doctor because you've probably already seen about 10.
When people don't pay their property taxes, ultimately they wind up losing the property, I guess, and it has to be auctioned off, right?
We have an auction. Usually it's the first Tuesday in May. Now what happens is we go through all the notifications. We actually go above and beyond than what the law says for us to do. We send out a first letter in January. We send out courtesy letters on top of that. We get on the phone. We call everybody we can find that may be some kind of tie to the property. I have my appraisers go out to the properties and serve notice to the properties. I even print them on big color pieces of paper because sticking them on doors or something like that and print them in bold.
Yeah.
So we try to do our best to get anybody. They have a 3-year right of redemption on this property too. So, but they have to pay all the interest and penalties plus 12% interest on the amount that it's sold for.
How many people have lost their property that way? About how many each year?
We have probably 4 or 5. Because after the 3-year right of redemption, the people that purchase it can come in and claim a tax deed, and we'll give about 3 to 5 a year tax deeds out.
Wow.
And then that process, there is other process to redeem the property, because if the tax sale purchaser doesn't do their due diligence in notifying the property owners, then there's a judicial redemption that can be done. So,
are these laws? Are they laws that the legislature has to approve?
Yes.
So
yes.
In the midst of all this wild session they just finished with, there were these changes, I guess.
Well, that was the homestead laws, but we've had these on the laws for tax sale and the interest and penalties and 3-year right of redemptions for, I know for 40 years.
Let's talk about property itself. Some of the hottest property, I bet, in terms of value, is going to be the south side of town, anywhere around Walmart. Is that? Would you say that's a valid statement?
Oh yeah, they've been quite a few tracts sell, and it's stayed stable for a long time, and it's basically they've been selling for about the same amounts that when the original parks was developed. Because I mean it went up, and it's just now they're selling for what they sold for 7 years ago when they started, 8 years ago when they started developing all that property.
Other than that area down there, what are the next hot properties? I guess around the lake?
Well, that's kind of stable off too, but I kind of see 157 and out 278 West going to be coming along here pretty soon.
Really? 278 West?
Well, you got the Dodge dealership now coming out.
I know about that.
Coming up.
You got property on out that way, don't you?
Yeah.
Tom?
And my bank does too.
Where's the Dodge dealership going in?
You know where the old restaurant motel on the west side of the interstate?
Right
there.
Okay. Okay. But location is everything, as they say, I suppose, right?
Yeah, location.
There's a lot of a number of people that own large tracts down there on that south side, ain't there?
No, not anymore. There's, I think there's just that one corner lot, right? Just
40 acres. Yeah. Well, that gets the biggest part of it.
The issue of zoning, of course, is a city issue. How does that impact? We had the situation where a woman was trying to build a club type thing, entertainment thing up there behind McDonald's on 157 and 65, and that basically has been put on the back burner. But how does your office interact with those kind of things, like the fact it wasn't zoned for entertainment where she bought?
Well, we don't see that till after it's done. We don't really see how effect that's going to happen to the surrounding parcels until somebody steps out and decides to sell a piece of property that's been, having a zoning effect, and that's an economic obsolescence on the property, and you don't really know what somebody's wanting, if they're going to take a loss or anything like that, and it would affect, if I was a buyer looking at a prospective property, I'm looking for a 1,200 square foot house, I'm right beside an entertainment district, or if I'm looking for a 1,200 square foot house and it's right beside a school and a church, and I kind of weigh my options right there.
Something as simple as an exit on 222 that everyone keeps talking about, but I don't see much happening on it right now. But that affects the value of property, doesn't it?
That's going to boom that area. Probably you'll probably see some type of retail in that right there in that part come up. As soon as somebody puts a for sale sign up, there'll be somebody take it.
The issues like the lodging tax, you had the Chamber of Commerce back this past year got upset, not the chamber, but the hotel industry got upset with some of the things that were going on regarding industrial development, and fees, I guess is what they were. I don't know, but those things, of the two locations, 157 and 278, what's the most valuable right now? 157?
Oh, yeah.
That's because primarily, I guess, you got all that industry, all those people, businesses right there.
You got a high traffic area right there.
Wow. Do we still have a celebrity living on the lake? I know at one point, of course, I had heard that I can't think of his name now, the one that passed away a couple of years ago, the actor.
I'm not familiar with any.
You're not familiar with it?
No, they might be on the Winston County or Walker County side.
But any other changes in law that
the legislature has created this year?
That's the one that primarily affects
our
office. There's been some campaign finance changes that affects all elected officials on filing their campaign finance work. Used to, if you run for a House district or Senate district, or I think even the judge seats, they had limitations that you had to spend up to $5,000. Now it's $1,000. Anybody spends over $1,000, they're going to have to show where their money's coming from.
Any idea what was behind that?
I guess some of the small county races where, you got, judicial and Senate, that much money wasn't, $5,000 could get them to a seat where they didn't have to spend as much money, so you couldn't see where the money was coming from.
Yeah.
And there's also the Secretary of State has to have a database for the filings. And if you're a county officer official, you can actually choose to file through the Secretary of State also and do it online instead of actually having to send it through the mail.
And you also you have a wide range of duties as a revenue commissioner. Automobile tags.
Mm-hmm.
Of those that are specialty tags with some sort of thing on it, what is the most popular, would you say? I guess Auburn and Alabama tags?
I would have to say those two primary universities.
And which one sells the most, do you think?
I don't know about that one. I would have to say the Alabama does, probably.
Probably Alabama.
Yeah.
What does it take to get what they call vanity plates? Is that what they call it?
There's two options. They can actually get law passed. They can go through the legislative process and usually don't have to have 250 commitments when you go through that process. Or you go through what's called the LOC, it's the license committee that set up through our revenue department, and then you have to have 1,000 commitments. So and you have to have those individuals come into our office and pay $50, specify which vehicle you're going to assign them to, and if it doesn't reach the commitment part, you're out your $50. So, and then once they get through the commitment process, you come in and you'll get that tag for that year without having to pay the $50 again.
If you just have just a regular tag that you want to have something cute to say on the tag, what does that cost?
It's $50 also.
Oh, it's $50.
And I would suggest going to the Department of Revenue's Motor Vehicle Division's website, and actually you can key in that information just to see if it's available before you come to our office, because that way you don't have to spend, take my clerk's time up trying to figure out if this letter works or this alphanumeric works. So, I try to tell my clerks, I said, just do it 2 or 3 times, and then once you get past that point, tell them, I'm sorry, you're going to have to go and spend this time. And now, if we're slow, that's no big deal. But if it's the end of the month, we're not going to spend a clerk's 30 minutes to an hour trying to figure out what vanity plate you're going to get.
Well, Barry, we're out of time. Thank you so much for coming to see us this
morning. Thank you for having me.
Take care. All right.
Good to see you.
For today on 2, that's politics.
Thank you, sir.